What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today is going to be our final rebuild here on NBA 2K22. It's been a great year, honestly. 2K22 was actually a really good, solid year for me. I think I saw a lot of growth in 2K22, so I can't thank you guys enough for that. But today what we're going to try to do is I think we're going to be doing a fantasy draft while trying to go 82-0. So I guess that's just going to be a fun way to kind of end off NBA 2K22. So let's just get into the video, shall we? Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one, subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. One thing I also want to do to kind of change it up a little bit is I actually think I want to draft my team. Maybe not all 15 picks, but draft for the most part to kind of set myself up to potentially build an 82-0 squad. Usually we randomize it, or Kenny obviously is kind of the king at doing stuff like this, but usually I would just kind of follow him and not draft anybody and just kind of see what my team looks like after. But I kind of want to pick my team, have a strategy going into this. I mean, it really doesn't matter what roster we get, obviously. It's just kind of going to be the jersey. So I'll stop in 3, 2, 1. We get the Mavericks, and we will use the Mavericks. So whatever pick we get is going to be huge. We get the number 3 overall pick. Wow. So Giannis goes number 1. Okay, so Luka goes number 2. What should my strategy be here? So should I get Joel Embiid? 27 years old, Nikola Jokic. I think I got to go with either one of them. John Morant. Do I get John Morant? No. I think I have to go Embiid or Jokic. And I think I'm going to go Jokic. I think I'm going to go Nikola. Well, I don't know. No, I'm going to go Embiid. I'm going to go Joel Embiid. I'm going to go Joel Embiid with my second pick, or my third pick in this draft. Let's go. I'm loving that. I'm loving that selection. That is a great selection to start off this rebuild for us. This is Serpentine, so we're going to be going down towards low part. Okay. Now we have Jamal Murray. We have De'Aaron Fox, Ben Simmons. We could pair Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid back up. I low-key kind of want to do that because I know Ben Simmons, I can move him to power forward. He's 25. He's a great defender. I know he can be fantastic in this video for us. I'm going to go with Ben Simmons with my second pick in this draft. So we're rebuilding we're putting together the 76ers, aren't we? So, all right, my next pick. We can get Jamal Murray or Fox next to one of them. That is fantastic. Which one do I want, though? Or is there anybody else I'm looking at? Is Tyrese Halliburton here? No, he's not. Damn, I could have gotten Halliburton. Oh, that sucks. Got Lonzo, which I actually like the idea of Lonzo, but let's see. I know Lonzo will go up in overall. I think I got to go Fox or Murray. I'm going to go De'Aaron Fox. I think I got to go De'Aaron Fox for this pick. De'Aaron Fox, we got Fox, Simmons, and Embiid so far. Loving how this draft is going thus far. Next pick, we got Dinwiddie. We got Tyus Jones. Okay, I want to go kind of a younger route here. So like D'Anthony Melton, Mo Bamba. I like both of those options. I'm going to go with D'Anthony Melton here with my 4th overall selection. I definitely need to start looking for right now. If we look at what we drafted, does this show what I drafted? View draft picks. Yeah, okay. So I've drafted Ben Simmons, going to be playing power forward or small forward, and then Fox, obviously. So we shouldn't be looking for probably, honestly, it doesn't matter because I'm going to be rebuilding my team, obviously. So doesn't matter what I get as long as I just get what I want, like my quality of players. I'm going to be making changes to try to go 82-0, but I like the idea of Gary Trent Jr., so I'm going to be taking Gary Trent Jr. with this pick, and then I should be up. I guess we're going actually pretty far. So wow, when am I next? I'm about to say, damn, that was a long time. Okay, so we got Zubac here. Okay, do not mind that. DFS. What else we got? I'm going to go down the board a little bit. Luke Kennard at 25. His salary could help out. Maybe I should start looking at salary. That way I can just trade players right away. Markelle Fultz. We could low-key have Markelle Fultz and all them reunited, but we shouldn't do that. Martin is an interesting one. Is there anybody else that's standing out? Isaiah Roby, Malik Beasley, Kevon Looney, Otto Porter. I'm going to take Kevon Looney. That's a weird one, but I think he's going to be a really solid bench player if we decide to keep him around. Ricky Rubio, Kyle Anderson. Al Horford's big ass contract. What else we got? Beverly, Gallinari, Alec Burks. I don't even know when I want to go. I might stop drafting here because it's getting to the point where I was just getting a little weird. But I guess we can keep looking just in case. I'll do like a couple more picks and then I'll call it good. So far though, I like my team. I think we start out with a very good foundation. Having the number 3 overall pick definitely helped out a lot. Definitely need to get a team around Embiid as soon as possible. So I think I'm gonna take Terrence Mann here, and then I'm gonna make this last selection. I think I'm good. So as far as let's go age, we got Joshua Primo. We should start looking at some younger guys. That way we kind of have better trade value if possible. So overall, Yeah, Jared Butler, who I know goes up like crazy if you develop him well. Who else you got? Nothing. I guess the overall. Oh, I got Saban Lee down here. Udoka Azubuike. I'm gonna make this last selection. I'm gonna go ahead and draft Saban Lee, I guess. But I'm gonna end it on there. So I think we've gotten some good trade assets. We're gonna have Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons together once again. So I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, but honestly, I'm excited. I actually like this team that we drafted. So our final roster looks a little something like this. We got Paul Reed, we got DeAndre Jordan, Kai Jones. So we got a little bit of younger pieces as well to be able to maybe throw in another trade. So that's great. So like I said, I'm going to be moving Ben Simmons to, I guess, small forward. He's his best at small forward, which is fine. So Ben Simmons is going to be playing the small forward at 87 overall. De'Aaron Fox at 84. You got D'Anthony Melton and Gary Trent Jr. So that is awesome. Obviously, we want to keep probably Joel Embiid. We want to probably keep Ben Simmons. De'Aaron Fox is somebody I would be willing to trade away if the package was correct. Gary Trent Jr. has got a decent amount of trade value. Fox, you got Looney, 2-star, Luke Kennard. What are my draft picks valued at? 2-star and then 2-star are 1.5. So my draft picks aren't that great, which is fair. I understand that. I think I want to make one significant trade here right now to try to upgrade my roster. Like right now, our power forward position is super weak. But I'm not really sure who we'll get. So it's going to be interesting to see. I don't know if Untouchables already. Yes, we got people that are already making their team, making their guys untouchable. We have like the Sun sitting here saying they're rebuilding. So Jaren Jackson immediately standing out to me as somebody who I think would be perfect on this team. If I can get Jaren Jackson with my first trade in this video, that'd be lovely. I would love that very much. What else do we got? Just in case I want to keep looking. You got Vucevic, D'Angelo Russell. I don't want any of those guys. I think Jaren Jackson's got to be the target to start off this video. I think we got to do Jaren Jackson. He could develop like crazy for us, and I like the idea of him next to Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons for that matter. If we could pull it off without trading anyone else, Jaren Jackson is definitely my target. What team was he on? It was the Suns. That's right. Okay, so I have to match his salary, which I'd be okay with throwing D'Anthony Melton in the trade. So I would trade all my draft picks in order to get Jaren Jackson here. So 2 draft picks for Jackson. I'll give you my 3rd. And then I will give you 2 seconds for Jaren Jackson. Come on, agree to this. No. Okay. Let's say we get rid of some of these and we give you Saban Lee. He's got 1.5-star trade value. Is there anyone else? Terrence Mann. He's got 1.5. Okay. Not a great start. Not Fox. Was there anybody else? Maybe Paul Reed. Does Kai Jones have any good trade? He's got 2 stars, so that's good. Kai Jones has 2-star trade value. That might help us out. Unprotected pick here. And then I'll go a 1st. Come on, man. There we go. We got it. So, got Jaren Jackson to be our brand new power forward. Only gave up D'Anthony Melton. So, Jaren Jackson is honestly perfect. I like my core right now as it sits. So, now we have De'Aaron Fox, Gary Trent Jr., Ben Simmons, Jaren Jackson, Embiid. The bench definitely needs improvement, but I love it, man. I love my front court right here with Simmons, Jackson, and Embiid. I love that so much. As far as Fox is concerned, I like De'Aaron Fox as well. But if I could upgrade De'Aaron Fox, I definitely would not hesitate to do it. So if we take just a real quick peek around the league, Lonzo Ball is really intriguing. If he got better in overall, then maybe I'd have to look at that. But for now, I think I'll just roll with De'Aaron Fox. So for this first season, I obviously don't expect to go 82-0 or anything like that, but we should be good at least. So I'm going to move this to perimeter centric because I guess that's our best system. We're going to simulate this first season with what we've done so far. Then in the off season, we got to try to assemble the 82-0 squad. So at the end of the season, we get the MVP and Joel Embiid. So things are looking fantastic as far as Joel Embiid is concerned and everything else on this roster, as we did get the first seed, 62-20. So that's a great start. Exactly what we were looking for. But obviously the goal in today's video is to go 82-0. So Joel Embiid drops 27. De'Aaron Fox drops 22.5. Jaren Jackson 16.5. 16 from Ben Simmons. 12.5. Some Jackson and Fox are up to an 85, while Ben Simmons is up to an 88. And Embiid, of course, is a 96. We have to take advantage of Embiid's overall and get after it in this offseason. Honestly, does not matter if we win a championship here. If we do, that's fantastic. Actually, it might matter, but of course, you guys already know the tradition around here. We have to lose to an 8th seed, and the Raptors go on to win the championship. So who did the Rockets have that they beat us, by the way? I guess Giannis Antetokounmpo came out there, and Halliburton. I would have loved Tyrese Halliburton, but it's all good. So retirements, got LeBron James retiring, so that could definitely help out maybe our 82-0 adventure here. But let's go straight to the lottery. We're not gonna have a lottery pick. The Knicks get number 1, Grizzlies get number 2, and the Hornets get number 3. Okay, so I think my goal this offseason is to acquire more draft picks, fill out this coaching staff, and try to make I guess, I mean, it kind of depends. Do I want to upgrade De'Aaron Fox? I want to make the bench as good as possible as well. I think that plays a huge role. So we got to get 4 really good bench players. I don't want to roll 8-man deep. I want to go 9-man deep if possible. So that's what the game plan is going to be. So we're going to fill this out, figure out what we're going to do. And Jason Kidd will be the head coach, which is great. He has a lot of badges. That's fantastic. Heading straight to draft night. What do we have under contract that could be traded away? So we have David Nwaba. So Nwaba, I don't think is going to help me in any like crazy trade. So I can just get like a draft pick for him. That's what I want to do. So 2, that's first and a second. But first and a second still more valuable than not getting anything else. So I'm going to do that Thunder trade. We're going to get a first round pick and a second round pick. So let's do that trade to start this off. And then let's go ahead and do Saban Lee and Terrence Mann might actually have trade value. So you have Luke Kennard and Gary Trent's money. Fox, Simmons, and Jackson all... Wait, I was about to say, where's Embiid? There we go. So we're already really a really expensive team, honestly. I could look at De'Aaron Fox just had a great year. So I'm not... I could get Darius Garland. Do I get Darius Garland? Oh, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh. Ooh, okay. I think I got to entertain the idea of one of those. I think Shai stands out to me at 24 years old. I mean, they're the same age, but Shai's better overall. Garland, same thing. He's 22, and he's the better overall out of all of them, and he has not got his bag yet. So I think we might actually have to entertain this one. I'm going to do this Garland trade. He averaged, let's see, what did he do? He averaged 25 points per game in year number 1. We do have to trade it first, but Garland and 89 overall is going to sit, and that's going to save us a lot of money, which is another reason why we're doing that, at least for now. Garland has not been paid. We know in real life he's been paid, but for now he has not. So Garland, huge upgrade in overall. He could be the scorer we just had in De'Aaron Fox, and he just averaged 25, so he should be golden for us. As far as the next move to be made, I don't think we have our draft pick this year. We just traded it. Do have a second round pick. I will sign whoever they decide to draft in a trade. So Orlando Williams, welcome to the team. Player options, Paul Reed. You could come in handy as well. Juan Toscano. I mean, if he comes back, that's great. We'll see. And then as far as you got Kevon Looney's a free agent, and then I don't think I have money to like sign anybody crazy. Obviously, we're very, very capped out right now. So I think all of our additions are going to have to come via trade, but I saw Kevon Looney's bag, and I definitely want to pay him a lot. You got Davis Bertans. So I'm going to re-sign everybody here. So I'm going to give Kevon Looney a bag because I want to be able to trade him away. Bertans, Kevon Looney. Okay, so I'm going to sign Bertans back. I'm going to sign all these guys back, and you'll see why in a second. So, I mean, I'm sure you can kind of understand why. But let's sign all of them, which is fantastic. And then we're going to give Juan Toscano an offer. We're going to give DeAndre Jordan an offer. And we're going to go trade for some draft picks, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be the game plan. Actually, Juan Toscano is glitching out right now. We'll see if I can trade him. Hopefully I can still trade him, but I should be able to acquire draft picks, and then I should still be able to make the bench. So let's go Bertans. We get 2 seconds offered for him, a first, exactly what I'm talking about. 2K, you just get as many draft picks as possible. So I'm just going to do this process, get a couple draft picks, and then we're going to be looking at a big trade, hopefully. So the Milwaukee Bucks are rebuilding right now, and honestly, they have 2 guys I'm very interested in, Lonzo Ball and then Jarrett Allen. Both those guys, whether they're starting or coming off the bench, are just perfect. So that is what we're going to try to target. We're going to try to get Jarrett Allen or Lonzo Ball, or even both, honestly. Or that's LaMelo. I thought that was Lonzo. Wow. Okay, that's LaMelo. I don't know how easy that'll be, but if we can get LaMelo, I'm down too. I think Jarrett Allen would be easier to get to start this off, so I think I'm more than willing to offer Kevon Looney, obviously. So Kevon Looney on its own would not get me Jarrett Allen, but I got a lot of draft picks from the trades I just made because you can just absolutely throw as many draft picks as you possibly can. I could probably get away with trading maybe Alondes Williams. So all this for Jarrett Allen. They don't agree to that yet. We'll get a lottery protected pick, and we get Jarrett Allen. So Jarrett Allen is going to be an excellent bench center for us. So that is a great addition to the team. So again, we're already getting really expensive, but I love the addition of Jarrett Allen. So Jarrett Allen and Garland paired up together, which we do like. I do like Gary Trent Jr. as my starting shooting guard. I think he's just that 3-and-D mold shooting guard we need. But if we can get a better one, I definitely would like that. Luke Kennard's money is going to have to come in handy as well. I really doubt we could pull off LaMelo Ball, but I guess it's worth a shot. So we could try. I don't think it's going to be possible, but we can give it a shot, I guess, like I said. So if we threw like Terrence Mann, Saban Lee, and Luke or Paul Reed in this trade, I don't think this gets done. But, you know, it's worth a shot, like I said. As many as I can possibly throw, and they don't agree with that. I figured. So LaMelo, not going to be possible to get. But we did get Jarrett Allen from them, which is great. So that's a good start. Not done yet. I like what we have. We definitely, I still want to see, so I like my bench center, Jarrett Allen, obviously. I still want to see if we can maybe upgrade the shooting guard spot. If we can't, no big deal. But I would love if we could. I feel like the perfect shooting guard replacement is DeJounte Murray. I couldn't think of him earlier. I'm not sure why, but DeJounte Murray could be the perfect guy we're looking for to be the kind of that shooting guard player we need him to be. They want Garland. I cannot do that. I'm sorry. That is just not going to happen. Saban Lee, I'll offer you. So a first, Saban Lee, and then I'll offer another first. Another first? Does this get it done? No. How about a second to throw this all there? No. Okay. I guess one more player hopefully gets it done. Terrence Mann. They agree. So we get DeJounte Murray. So DeJounte Murray is our brand new addition. So really liking how the rotation is shaping up. Murray as shooting guard does go down. Garland's obviously going to go down. So I definitely going to have to just play Murray at point guard, I think, or shooting guard, whatever. So we play him at shooting guard, and that sucks. He goes down that bad. But I'm liking the rotation. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is fantastic. So we have 6 85 pluses and above. So I'd like to make that 3 more if possible. I don't know how easy that's going to be, but we can, with the power of free agency and just signing guys, I think that's what we're going to have to do. So we're just going to have to sign as many players as we possibly can still. Like Dozier, we can give him $5 million, Covington. So I'm going to go ahead and just give some more money out, and we're going to be looking to make some more trades, like I said. So the 2 avenues I have to get better to add more talent is going to be Garrett Trent Jr.'s contract along with Dozier. That gets me around $20 million. Could get even more with obviously Paul Reed, so I like that a lot. And I also have De'Aaron Fox trade exception, which is actually really nice. I have a lot of exceptions actually, but De'Aaron Fox by far is the biggest one we have, and I can get to somebody making around $21 million. I just got a bunch of draft picks, obviously. I know exactly who I want. I'm just not really sure the Hornets will be willing to give me him. That is going to be Lonzo Ball. So I'm going to offer all this for Lonzo Ball. Let's see if they do it. They do not agree to that. Okay, if I threw, I guess I'd have to throw maybe Paul Reed in here. They do agree. So we get Lonzo Ball. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow, I did not expect them to accept that. Lonzo Ball, Jarrett Allen, Jaren Jackson, DeJounte Murray, Ben Simmons, Garland, and Joel Embiid. That is honestly an amazing roster. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I said I wanted to go 9-man deep, but I don't think that's gonna be possible. So the last thing we can do is we could throw Gary Trent Jr. and Dozier together, and that gets me like 25 or 23-ish million. So I don't know who that can get me. I have no draft picks to offer, so it's gonna have to be a straight up trade. Hopefully we get lucky in the trade finder. Someone gives me a good offer. Doesn't look like it. I think, you know, Capella is easily someone you can get, but I'm not getting a great offer here, which really sucks. I'm going to have to try to get creative here. So, like I said, around 23-ish million or something like that, that would get me. So, let's go player finder, 23 million. And then this would be the best possible team that I could have built ever, I think, to end off my 2K23 or 2K22 career. So, 23 million, it's going to be impossible to get anybody that good. Like, I can't just go out here and get somebody fantastic. But Capella, I think, is usually gettable. We do have Jarrett Allen, though, so I'm not sure how much I want to spend on him. Vucevic, you got Keldon Johnson, which he could be interesting. I got Christian Wood as maybe a power forward role. Deke Bay, Fred VanVleet, backup point guard. We got Alonzo, though. Josh Giddey, Colin Sexton off the bench could be a very interesting scorer for this team. I mean, I don't know if that would get me. So Trent and Dozier probably doesn't give me Sexton, obviously. Not going to happen. So that is not something that's going to be possible. I'm going to try for Capella. He's usually pretty damn easy to get in this game. I think he would be like my only go-to that I could get. If I threw all my seconds maybe at the Bulls, do they accept this? I highly doubt it, but for the shot, yeah. So it's not going to happen. No Capella either. Okay, we're going to keep going until we find something because I want to get this last 8-man rotation piece. Robert Williams, Brunson maybe could not be a bad idea. Nurkic might be easily, you know, able to get. Miles Turner usually isn't too bad to get. Plays Miles Turner at the 4. Maybe even OG Anunoby off the bench actually isn't a terrible idea. So let's go OG for Trent and Dozier. They can't afford that. Okay, if I threw all my seconds at them, do they accept this? Maybe if I throw my other seconds, do they accept this? They do accept. So I guess that is our last trade. OG Anunoby is going to be our last bench piece. Not absolutely in love with it. Not going to sit here and pretend I am, but it's not bad either. So did we build an 8-2-0 squad is the question. I have no clue. This is a good roster. It's a great roster. Fantastic roster. But Not really sure if this gets you 82-0. I mean, going 82-0 in 2K, relatively, as we know, impossible. So, yeah, this is going to be kind of rotation. I want to have the bench utilization be even, like, smaller, honestly. Not that my bench is bad, obviously, but just kind of have the starters playing more. So, Garland, DeJounte Murray, Ben Simmons, Jaren Jackson, Joel Embiid, Jarrett Allen, Lonzo Ball, OG, and that is your rotation. So, the only thing I can think of is if I have more in my draft. I have a first, and I could still technically probably get even more firsts out here, so I could cheese the system one last time. That is not giving me any firsts. What if I just had Drew Holiday alone? I get a couple seconds. No, okay, I get a couple seconds for Justin Holiday. Gonna try this one last time before we just lock this roster in, because I think I'm just gonna end it off in this roster right here. I'm in love, and I don't think this gets any better. So we can get Sharif Cooper, who might have some trade value, I guess. He's got 1 star. Okay. I mean, I could try it. I'm going to go OG Anunoby, Dozier in my first and see if that gets me anything good. I don't know if it does, but we're going to try. Unprotected. We got Gary Trent being offered. Fred VanVleet, which is an upgrade. Joe Val, Draymond Green, Keldon Johnson, and Kyle Lowry. Wow. Actually, not some bad offers here. Keldon Johnson might be Robert Williams. Dylan Brooks, Jeremy Grant. Okay, there's actually some decent offers here. What could I use the most? I have a backup point guard and I have a backup center. So I guess I should be going with Keldon Johnson. Or do I just roll with OG? I'm going to roll with OG for the defense. I don't know if that's the best thing to do, but that is what I'm going to go with. We cannot go up to a 5-star anywhere. I guess we lock it in at perimeter centric. We were really good last year under perimeter centric. Let's simulate this season. I've talked long enough. 8-man rotation. Lock it in. Can this team go 82-0? I have no idea. I'm so nervous right now. Super duper nervous. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Went first 2 games. So far, so good. Fill out roster automatically. And then that's just rotation manually. Things are going well. Okay. Let's keep it going. Come on. There we go. Oh, we lost. We lost to Philadelphia. Let's even win. Oh, 2 losses, man. Damn. Okay. That sucks. 3 losses, 4 losses. So that is just going 82-0. This game is just relatively not there, is it, man? We got 4 losses on the season. Can we at least like break the record for like the most wins in a season? Can we do that at the very least? I feel like I'd put together this roster, put so much work into this. I at least could do that, right? So far, this is not going exactly as planned, but we do still have single-digit losses, which is a good sign, I guess. I'll take that as a W in itself. Keep it going, though. I love the roster we put together. Super disappointing. We cannot go 82-0. Another loss from the Sacramento Kings. Super disappointing. But if we can go like 75 and something, I don't even know how many losses we have. That's another loss from the Phoenix Suns, which we took a lot. We took Jaren Jackson from the Suns. Why are they so good? Another loss. That might be double-digit losses now, honestly. We might not get the record anymore. Let's see. I actually don't know where we're at. So, what are we sitting at? 67-11. That is, yeah, we can't. We can't even beat the Chicago Bulls record. Wow, we're freaking poverty. But whatever. Let's get 70 wins. Let's get 70 wins. Can we do that at least? There we go. I think that's 70 in there. No, actually, we need 2 more. So, 70 wins to end off my 2K22 career. This is for the 70th win. Can we get it? Can we get it? Let's go. We got the 70th win. Shea drops MVP type numbers, 38 points per game. Wow. 70-12 though to end off our year on 2K22. That is going to be my final record on this video game, man. At least on 2K22, obviously. 2K23 should be an absolute blast though. If my errors is done correctly, there's so many possibilities and I'm so excited for it. But man, oh man, does it suck to not go 82-0 to end this off. I love the roster we put together. Simulate the playoffs. Can we win a championship at the very least to end off my 2K22 career? And we are going to win a championship. So the Mavericks go on to win the championship. That is going to be my final rebuild of NBA 2K22. The final roster we put together. Had a little bit of fun. Obviously, we'll get more to the realistic style once we get to 2K23. I know that's what most of you guys are here for. But I will end it off there. I hope you boys enjoy the video. Drop a like if you did. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. See you tomorrow for 2K23. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.